All right, let's do the letter E now. Let's write some Eddie elephants. The lowercase letter E is a little bit trickier to write than the capital letter E, right? The uppercase letter E. But the lowercase letter E is also pretty easy. It just looks hard. So let's practice it so we can get better at it. We should not be picking our pen up at all when we're writing the letter E. So practice along with me at home on whatever you have nearby. Are we ready? Let's do the letter E. When we write the lowercase e, we start with Eddie Elephant's headband. We move our pen in the reading direction, right? Like that. Then we don't pick our pen up, I'm just showing you. Then we come up and around, we touch that railroad track line and then come down to the grass line and come back up. So we don't have to pick our pen up at all. It should be one sort of smooth motion. I think a lot of friends make a C first and then put the headband across, but then you have to pick your pen up and it slows you down when you're writing. So we start with his headband across his forehead and then we come up and around. Make sure you're drawing Eddie Elephant in the reading direction. His trunk, he kind of opens up like Clever Cat. He opens up in the reading direction. His trunk is going in the reading direction. If you write him the other way, he ends up looking like the letter G, and then we can get really confused, right? All right, awesome. There's our lowercase letter E's. Easy peasy. We don't pick our pen up. They just look tricky, but they're not, right? Okay, let's do our capital letter E's. These ones are easier.
Eddie Elephant loves sitting on end. Draw down from his head to his leg at the end. Draw a line for his trunk and one leg in the air. That's how to make Eddie sitting right there. Eddie Elephant loves sitting on end. Draw down from his head to his leg at the end. Draw a line for his trunk and one leg in the air. That's how to make Eddie sitting right there.
All right, when we have Eddie Elephant on railroad track lines, he's easy to draw. The only real struggle I see with capital E's is that we forget how many lines to draw and we draw too many. But when we're writing on a railroad track line, we put a trunk and one leg and the other leg on each of the lines, right? And then his body downwards. So that stops us from writing too many lines in the middle. But when we're writing Eddie Elephant, we start with that line across the top. Then we come down and do the line across the bottom. And then we make his middle foot on that railroad track line, right? Down, over. So we only have to pick our pen up once to draw that middle leg right on that railroad track line. Right like that. Awesome. Practice both of those. The more we practice, the faster we get, right? And that will only help us when we are a writer especially, but also when we're a reader. Okay. Let's write a sentence that has both our capital letter E and our lowercase letter e so that we can get practice with both. We only use this letter E to start sentences and to start important words like names or places. We talked when we learned about Eddie Elephant about how he does not start a whole lot of words. He isn't in a lot of words, but he does not start a lot of them. So we don't see this capital E very often. So just know that if you're writing the letter E, it's probably lowercase. Okay, let's write the sentence. Eddie Elephant likes to juggle every egg. Eddie Elephant likes to juggle every egg. Think we can do it? Eddie Elephant likes to juggle every egg. All right, let's start with his name, Eddie. We know it starts with an uppercase. Eddie Elephant. Good thing we practiced those already. Ed, he has 2 D's in his name, and then making that Mr. E sound at the end, E, is actually a yellow yo-yo man. Eddie. Okay, Eddie Elephant, we need a space, but it's another capital E because it's still part of his name. Fent. The F sound in elephant is actually a P and an H. Elephant. Long word there. Elephant. Eddie Elephant, space, likes, I, k. Now to make Mr. I say his name, we need a magic E in like, and then we need a S. Eddie Elephant likes, let's move down here, to, another sight word here, right? T. And then it's an O that makes a weird ooh sound. Doesn't quite make sense. Eddie Elephant likes to juggle, We come below the railroad track line for J. G. 2 G's in juggle. Juggle. The silent E at the end. Eddie Elephant likes to juggle every we need an ER to make that sound. Ever. And then here's another Mr. E that's actually Yellow Yo-Yo Man doing his job. Eddie Elephant likes to juggle every egg. And then 2 G's at the end of egg. Egg. And then, of course, a period to end our sentence. Eddie Elephant likes to juggle every egg. All right, practice writing your letter E's and write the sentence, and then illustrate it for me and send me a picture.